anyone. Don't say kid directed. Just say everyone. All right. This is some bullshit. Why do we have to have fines in the $40,000 to $50,000 range per fucking offense per video? Because we're making content the way we want to. We're following a terms of service that YouTube laid
All right,
out.
what's going on, guys? Today we are going to learn how to get a girl's number. Eugene is going to show us the step-by-step procedure of what to do. Now, I want to say one thing before we get started, because some people really do get fucking sad whenever I roast someone. On this one, I gotta say, I almost felt bad for this dude until the end of the video. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? This guy's genuinely a weirdo. This is not okay behavior. It's really fucking creepy. I almost want to just show you that little clip right now, but that's not part of the video, so I don't want to ruin it without the context. But believe me, it might seem like I'm being a little bit hard on him in the beginning, but that's because I've seen the whole video and I know what this guy's all about. I've seen what he looks like as well. But believe me, it's all different. Like, the guy's genuinely behind really you, strange, like borderline fucking tie you up in the basement and eat your skin type level shit. Alright, so just keep that in mind as we're going through.
I like you.
I'm gonna be coming.
What's your name?
Camille.
Camille?
My hands are cold, sorry.
Okay. I like you.
Alright, hold on. Let me stop it right here. I want to break this down. I want to make sure everyone has an understanding of two problems. Hold on, let me stop.
Camille?
My hands are cold, sorry.
Okay.
And tries to like talk to them, get their number or whatever, and that's cool, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but there is two problems here with what he's doing. Number one is he's holding the camera himself. If you ever noticed on all of these YouTube videos where it's like, oh, talking to random girls, picking up whatever, they always have like cameraman who's like far away and who's filming them like secretly so the girl doesn't see it and get like weirded out, right? Just think about it. If someone just came up to you as you were walking,
turn around, use your peacekeeper.
Low HP, low HP.
Enemy spotted over there.
Weirdo. So that is problem number one. Number two is his approach. Did you hear what he said? The first thing he said, I like you. This is a random stranger. Hey, the first thing he said, I like you. Just imagine how
Take the rest, take the rest.
that is
Shut the fuck up,
behavior of someone who would want to fucking cut your face off.
You should
and
stick
wear
the
it as
rest
a
on.
mask type shit, alright? That's not good behavior.
Sorry, I'm hesitating because it's like I'm kind of like shy, you know? It's kind of awkward.
Why the fuck would you say that, man? Listen, just turn around and walk away. This was the point at which I was actually kind of really bad for this dude. I was like, wow, dude, this is kind of sad. I'm just fucking cringing at this dude. But believe me, this dude don't need none of our sympathy, man. He's genuinely a fucking weirdo.
I like you. It's weird, I don't know what to say.
He genuinely looks scared for her life. And why the fuck does this guy keep saying, I like you? Quit saying that, man. That's so weird.
I like you. I like you. All.
And then just look at her response. She's just like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Don't fucking rape me.
Have you ever heard of The Pleasure Trap?
No.
The Pleasure Trap is a book.
Shit, like you about to trap her.
Oh god, I'm fucking done.
It matches the car? I did, yeah. Okay, what about, wait, I can't ask about your underwear though, right?
Now, let me put a
Underwear does not match the car.
Alright, real quick, before we start the video, let me just say that the t-shirt designs are in. Now, let me put a disclaimer on that and say that these are not the final designs by any means. These are literally what they created based off what I told them, and this is just like the first step or whatever. So I just wanted to show you guys what they have, and then we could kind of use that as a starting point to kind of go from there. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I'm just going to take the feedback off of this video and then tell them, you know, like what they need to do or whatever. So these are the three designs. I'm going to give you my thoughts, and then you let me know if you agree or disagree. So the first one, the calculator one, is pretty much exactly what I expected it was going to be. I don't really know what they could do to make it better or whatever. whatever. I don't really know how to feel about that one because it's pretty much exactly, you know, what it needs to be. I'm just not really sure because I don't know if I really like it, but at the same time, it's not terrible by any means. So I don't really know. So that one is up for debate. Is that acceptable or not? I'm kind of just not sure on that one. Now, as for the other two designs, for the second one with like the arrows and stuff, I am not feeling that. I don't think there needs to be any designs or anything on the show. I think it literally just needs to be text. All right, we can't have no fucking other shit on there. I guess I should have probably told them that. I don't know. I told them text only, but then I guess they're trying to like get creative with it or whatever. I don't know. But the second one, I think there's just too much going on there. And the third one, I just don't like that font personally. I don't think that's a good font. So I think what I'm gonna do is this, right? So let me know your thoughts on the first one for the calculator because I think that's pretty much how it's going to be. So either that's acceptable or it's not. Let me know. And then as for the other two, what I'm going to tell you is just make a whole bunch of text only with different fonts. You know what I mean? So we can see what all the fonts look like. And then maybe we can pick out the best font based off of that. So I think that's probably going to be the plan. So just leave all your thoughts and comments down below. Let me know just about everything, whatever criticism you may have. And then I'll probably check out the comments tomorrow after everyone has had time to video and, you know, leave their opinions or whatever, and then I'll see where to go from there, and then I'll contact them and get the next step going, I guess you would say. So, anyways, that is it. Just let me know your thoughts, and we'll go from there. So now, it is time to get to the point of the video. Alright, today, we got another one of these YouTube pickup artists. I don't understand why they make these videos, and I just, like, they have to know that they're creepy as fuck. Like, do they not know that? Because, I mean, simply based off the fact that every video I've seen from one of these dudes, they always get rejected, and the girls always look like they're a freak. They have to know that they're weird, right? Does that not connect with them? But for some reason, they keep uploading these videos anyways. I don't understand it, but hey, I guess I'm not complaining because thankfully they do upload them, so then we get to watch them and laugh at them. So first, before we get into the clip, I want to play a different clip for you guys because in all of these clips, you don't ever see the guy's face, but I did find a different video on his channel that does have his face, and he's like,
alternator here.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing. So first, before we get into the clip, let's go ahead and just get a look at this guy. Alright, let's just go ahead and understand who exactly is speaking here.
I don't mean to go out on a magic word, sim salabim. But my baby turns the lights way down dim. Cloak to the Maui gym. Secret if you want some trim.
Alright, so first, let me just say this. I have no fucking idea what that was supposed to be. I think it was a song because it's like a 2-minute video and it's just all like different transitions of him like coming in and saying stuff. So I think it's a song, but I could be wrong. But regardless, you guys did see what this very good-looking young gentleman looks like. He seems to be about 40 years old, definitely in shape.
R99 body shield here. Level 2.
That's how you know he's good with the bitches. I don't understand why he struggles picking up girls at all because he should be out there slaying. Like, all he needs to do is just look at a girl with those sunglasses and her shit's gonna be soaked. So I don't know what the problem is here. But anyways, let's go ahead and play the first clip.
Hello, can I ask you a question about BMWs? You know, I thought that BMW actually stood for
Barrel stabilizer.
What did I tell you to?
Level 2.
Alright, let's just pause here for a second. I want everyone to realize what this line actually was. Alright, so let this soak into your brain.
I thought that BMW actually stood for bitch, move when I tell you to.
Apparently, BMW stands for bitch, move when I tell you to. Dude, what the fuck are you even saying, man? That doesn't even make sense. There's like 5 extra fucking words after BMW that you just added in there. It would be more like BMW ITYT. That's what you just fucking said. Now, second of all, how did you even think that was a good line? Did he think it was funny? Is that what he thought he was just being funny by saying that? What was your expectation there? You're gonna give her that line, she's just gonna be like, oh my god, god, you're fucking hilarious. It just sucks you right there in the dealership. Like, what were you expecting with that line? If someone told me that, you know what I'm gonna do?
Open the vault if anyone wants to come over.
Some weird fuck comes up to me and tells me that, I'm gonna give them the best fake laugh they've ever heard. Like, that shit's gonna be awesome, alright? They put me up for an award, alright? I'm gonna be laughing. I might be on the ground, rolling around in laughter, crying. And as soon as that dude walks away, like, oh, look, I made him laugh, I'm getting the fuck out of that building, because that dude is about 5 minutes away from pulling out the extended clip. My dude got a fucking drum mag, and he ain't about to catch me, alright? I'm out.
I talked to the street too, I thought so.
You did?
Yeah.
You spoke on the street? Oh, that's right. You're that beautiful lady. Well, I didn't say anything bad, did I?
No, but you're very persistent.
Well, I mean, come on, you're gorgeous. Hasn't there been other guys that didn't give up
Gotta hop up here.
second try?
Turbocharger.
Alright, see you later.
Alright, hold up, man. This just gets even better. Apparently,
Enemy
this is a
Enemy taken out.
I knew you were an asset to the...
Patching myself up.
Hey now, fellas. Target's right in front of me.
Both low, both cracked. Both cracked. Right behind the corner. Right here, right here, right here.
Wow, it's quite the it's a ridiculous bad situation for us.
attempt number 2, so I guess we gotta actually give this man some credit here. I guess, I don't know. Nothing we could do but respect it, alright? He got some dedication. He's about it. He may be a complete fucking weirdo, but he's got some heart, so I will give you some credit there, man. If at first you don't succeed, try again, alright? Isn't that the fucking saying? I guess that's what he's doing.
I mean, you've had one come in.
Fuck is going on here? Does anyone here know what a penis? You know, I've been hearing a lot of crazy stories since the release of Pokemon Go. People getting murdered, people getting robbed, all sorts of crazy stuff, right? But this might be the weirdest story yet. Let me go ahead and read this title for you. Woman tells police she was raped by a Pokemon Go character after she felt an assault and the virtual reality game detected the creature in her bedroom. Alright, before we get into this, I want to make sure that everyone is on the same page here, okay? So, Pokemon Go is a virtual reality game on your phone. You know, a Pokemon spawns up, you click on it, and then it looks as if the Pokemon is right in front of you in real life. So I guess in this lady's example, she was on her bed and something spawned and there was a Pokemon on her bed, and somehow this virtual character inside of her phone reached out through it and started fucking her, and apparently she could feel it because the title of the article claims that she felt this assault. And let's just say she didn't like that very much. So then she decided to call the police. So I just want to make sure everyone understands that there is zero possibility of a Pokemon Go character actually raping you. This is completely insane to even think that. But that being said, let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into this article. Alright, let's see what exactly she has to say for herself, because I need some sort of explanation of how a virtual fucking Pokemon in your phone is raping raping you? I need an explanation, okay? Because this is not adding up. So let's go ahead and see what she has to say. So it says, police say a young woman has lodged a formal complaint that she has been raped by a Pokemon. She told officers that she had been sexually assaulted by a giant Pokemon in her apartment in the Russian capital city of Moscow. Now, I actually already read through the article, and it doesn't say what Pokemon it was. They did include a picture, but that's not her picture. That's just like something they drew up for the article, and it's a Charmander on the picture. And can I just add in a little message to all Charmanders out there? Feel free to spawn on my fucking bed anytime you want. Go ahead and come on over to my house and try to rape me, please, because I need some Charmander candy, alright? I'm trying to get this Charizard. But I don't think that's actually like what she saw. But she does use the word giant to describe the Pokemon. So this narrows it down a little bit. We'll see if we can get any more clues, because I'm interested to know what Pokemon happened to be raping this woman, because that's a key part of the story. So anyways, let's continue. The married woman, whose name has not been released, had reportedly been playing Pokemon Go before she fell asleep. She claimed that she woke up to find a huge Pokemon lying on top of her body and says it was raping her. Alright, so two things I want to point out about that. Number one, they used the word huge to describe the Pokemon, so I think this got to be like one of the biggest Was it a fucking Snorlax? I don't know. Let's find out. But number one, they used the word huge, and number two, something about this story isn't adding up. If you played the game, you realize that that's not how the game works. We'll come back to that in a second. We'll see if we can get any more details, but I want to come back to that because that's not how the game works. So there's a couple steps in there missing between this Pokemon being on top of her and her going to sleep. There's something in between there that we aren't getting, so we'll come back to that in a second. The woman says the Pokemon disappeared when she jumped out of bed, but says the Pokemon Go app on her phone could still detect the same virtual character's presence on her bed. She woke up her husband to tell him what had happened, who told police officers that he did not believe her and told her to see a psychiatrist. First, let me just point out what a massive waste of time this must have been for the police. Not only did she wake up her husband in the middle of the night, I wonder how that went down. This dude's just sleeping or whatever, and she's like, oh my god, wake up! I've been raped! He's like, what? What do you mean? There's someone here, what's going on? Oh no, I mean by a Pokemon in my phone! Dude was probably just like, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? You really just woke me up to tell me that? Oh, I would have been so mad. I hate when people wake me up. And to have someone wake me up and say, hey, I've been raped by a Pokemon. Oh, hell, I'd be so mad. But not only did she wake this dude up, then they called the police. I wonder how that phone call went. There's no way they included the word Pokemon in their phone. They probably just called and said, yeah, my wife has been raped. And then the police came over, right? There's no way they called him up and said, yeah, my wife has been raped by a virtual Pokemon in this video game on her phone. So if you could come over here and file a report on that, that would be much appreciated. There's no fucking way they told the police it was a Pokemon on the phone. They clickbaited them into their house. They clickbaited the police. That would be like me putting the title of the video, I've been raped. And then you click on the video and I say, yeah, I've been raped by fucking Snorlax in Pokemon Go. They clickbaited the police. But anyways, there's an even bigger problem here. There's a problem with her story itself. So here's my problem. If you've ever played Pokemon Go, the way that it works is you have to have the app open, number one, to find Pokemon. If you don't have the app open, they're not going to pop up. So she says that she was actually playing it before she went to bed. So I'm assuming she went to bed but left the app open and just running on her phone while she slept. I guess that's possible, right? But then this is the part that doesn't make sense. This is the exact quote. She claimed that she woke up to find a huge Pokemon lying on top of her body and says it was raping her. Okay, now if you've ever played the game, once a Pokemon pops up on the map, you have to fucking physically click on it with your finger for it to actually pop up in front of you into the virtual reality. It doesn't do that automatically. So for her to say that she was sleeping and she was suddenly woken up to find this Pokemon lying on top of her doesn't make any fucking sense. That's literally impossible. In order for this Pokemon to be lying on top of her, she would have had to been actively playing the game and when the Pokemon spawned, she would have had to click on it, and then it would have entered the augmented reality mode, and then she could have seen it lying on top of her. It's perfectly reasonable for the Pokemon to fucking lie on top of her, not rape her though, you know, that doesn't make any sense, but it is reasonable that there could be a Pokemon on top of her. The thing is, she would have to be actively playing the game in order for this scenario to happen. So for her to claim that she just randomly woke up and the Pokemon was there doesn't make any fucking sense. Honestly, it seems as if she was just hallucinating or something. Let's say that she's just crazy, okay? Because that's got to be the only explanation here. This lady has to be fucking insane. She probably just saw a Pokemon laying on top of her because that was like the last thing she was thinking of before she went to bed. She said she was playing the game before she went to bed, right? So she probably had a dream about that or something. Maybe this whole thing was a dream. I don't know. Now, if we continue the story, it says Russian news website reports that the police did not believe her either. Wow, that's a fucking surprise. And that the woman went to see a psychic who was unable to help her. Why does she need to see a psychic? I don't know, but anyways, let's continue. Ivan Makarov, the woman's friend, said, she says there are too many Pokemon at her place and even the dog can sense them. She says the dog barks whenever she plays Pokemon Go. Mr. Makarov said that his friend had eventually accepted her husband's advice in desperation and had booked an appointment with the psychiatrist. This is good. That's where you need to go. Not to a fucking psychic. You need to go to a psychiatrist because you're crazy. Pokemon Go, a free-to-play... Okay, well, that's pretty much the end of the article there. So, we have a couple things to discuss here, okay? Now that we've kind of gone through the article, we know the story, we know what she has to say for herself, we got all the details, but we're missing one key detail that they never mentioned, and that is, what fucking Pokemon was it? This is a key detail. How dare you leave this out of your article? This is actually very important. First of all, what if it was a rare Pokemon? Shit, I wish a rare Pokemon would spawn on me while I'm sleeping. You know how hard it is to get rare Pokemon? I've only seen one Snorlax in my entire fucking life. I played this game every day for almost a full month now, and I've only ever seen one Snorlax. Imagine I'm sleeping and a fucking Snorlax spawns on me. I'll be hella excited. I'm not gonna be talking about how, oh, Snorlax is raping me. What if it was a fucking Dragonite or a Lapras or something? What if it was a good-ass Pokemon, and instead of pulling out her phone and capturing it, this lady's over here talking about, hey, don't rape me, Snorlax. Are you fucking stupid? Now, I was also thinking about this, and I was thinking, like, let's say that a Pokemon was gonna rape me, right? Let's just pretend that this actually could happen. Like, what Pokemon would be most likely to rape someone? You know, I'm trying to just think here. She said it has to be big, so I guess it wouldn't be like a Caterpie or something, but what if it was a fucking Diglett, okay? Because we don't know how big Diglett actually, we don't know what goes on underneath the ground on a Diglett. Like, the top of that shit, it looks like just a giant dick. I mean, I'm just saying, if I was asleep and I woke up and I saw a fucking huge brown dick on top of me, I'd probably be a little bit upset as well. I kind of understand where this lady's coming from. I'm not trying to see no Diglett on top of me, you know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, I was thinking about some other Pokemon, but hey, I mean, let's keep it low key, but hey, let's say like a Lickitung trying to come over. But y'all ever seen a Lickitung? If I woke up and saw this beast on top of me, I'd be like, hey, that's a pretty long tongue you got there, Lickitung, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I mean, I'm just saying, that's something I noticed. Let's just say, what that tongue do, you know what I mean? So, you know, I wouldn't mind or maybe like a Jinx or something. Y'all ever seen a Jinx? I think a Jinx is actually a female too. Like, it looks like a fucking female, you know what I'm saying? Just, you're sleeping, you wake up, you see a fucking Jinx chilling there. You're like, oh, okay, what's up, Jinx? You know, I see you got a nice set of lips on you there, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you, bring them over here? Alright, no, I'm just playing. Please don't take that seriously. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I just really want to know what Pokemon it was that she saw. I think that's actually a key detail to the story, but for my own sake, because it's just funnier this way, I'm gonna assume that it was a Lickitung, okay? And I'm gonna assume that she looks something like the thumbnail, okay? So I'm basically gonna assume this story is the thumbnail because they're not giving me all the information that I need. Now finally, let's go ahead and wrap this up. What did we learn today? The number one rule when playing Pokemon Go is you gotta turn off AR mode so you don't get raped by the Pokemon. If this woman simply had AR turned off, the Pokemon wouldn't have been on her bed. It was such a simple solution. Listen, lady, next time you play Pokemon Go, just turn off augmented reality mode and they won't rape you. So let this be a lesson to everyone. Just turn off AR mode and you will not get raped by your fucking Pokemon. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out. So, I just found this cool new YouTube channel. It's called OMG It's Birdman 2. I don't know, I just ended up randomly coming across it, and I ended up subscribing and stuff, and like hitting them up on Twitter, and we're maybe thinking about a Alright, let me stop, but seriously, go subscribe, link in the description down below. So, what do we have for today? Alright, well, apparently I have insulted the wrong community, alright? I was basically assaulted on Twitter yesterday by the cam girl community. Is that a community? I don't know, but they're upset. Y'all know the female streamer video I made a few days ago about that streamer who was like playing GTA but on a real like cam girl website? Like it was like a Twitch streamer, right? It was one of these female Twitch streamers who had finally done the right thing and gone to the right site and moved on, right? And I was actually making a positive video. Literally the overall message of the video was positive, right? I was like, good shit, like you're finally where you need to be. This is good. We're getting this stuff off of Twitch and where it needs to be. Like it was a positive video, right? If you've seen the video, you can confirm what I'm saying. If you haven't seen it, you can go watch it after this or whatever, or before, pause this video, whatever you want to do. But apparently that video has been making some noise in the cam girl community. I can't even say that without laughing. I guess that's what we'll call their little community or whatever, but I can always tell when one of my videos starts reaching a new audience or starts getting promoted by YouTube or whatever, because I always see a huge increase in dislikes. I also see a huge increase in likes. I also see an increase in subscribers, but it's usually easy for me to see an increase in dislikes because I don't ever really get over like 100 on a video. So I can tell very easily that new people are seeing the video when the views are going up, and then I also see like the video has like 300, 400 dislikes or something. Because the way I make the videos, they're very opinionated, I guess we'll call it. Like you'd have to have a very similar personality or outlook on the world as myself to enjoy the videos. So when new people see my videos, they either A, you know, they think it's funny and they like the video and they subscribe or whatever, or they get pissed off. Like a lot of people who don't know me maybe, or they've never seen one of my videos before, sometimes they take some of the stuff that I'm saying really serious, and you know, they fail to realize that it's really not that serious, you know. While all the opinions may be my actual opinions, for the most part I just kind of exaggerate and just say things to make an entertaining video, not because I'm actually upset or something like that. So there's not really much of a middle ground with the videos that I make. Well, apparently some of these female performers, I guess we'll call them, have seen my video, you know, the videos going around in their little community, and they're not very happy about it at all. I woke up today and checked my Twitter, and I was being harassed by these people. They were just upset about it. There was a lot of tweets. Dude, this one girl, legit, she started tweeting me at like probably 3 p.m. and probably let off a string of like 100 plus tweets about me and all my followers who were also tweeting her. For literally the next like 8 hours, she was tweeting about us. It was unbelievable. I think I maybe sent her 3 tweets and I stopped. and for the next like 5 hours she just kept on. It was actually insane. It had gotten so bad to the point where if any of you guys would fave my tweet, just favored it, not even say anything to her, she was going through all the people that were faving my tweets and just blocking them. Like, I don't know what happened, but they were seriously upset about that video. And one final thing, I am gonna have to block out the names and the profile pictures of these people. Number one, because don't want YouTube to think I'm being a bully. And number two, some of these pictures are genuinely not suitable for YouTube. I don't think I can legitimately put them up on the screen. I'm sure you can assume why when you realize who, you know, we're dealing with here. So just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna censor all of this. So here's where it all started, right? I woke up reading my interactions from the previous night and I was seeing what everyone's saying. I just randomly come across these 3 tweets right here. This seems to be from the head of the female performing community, as we'll refer to them as, and she was quite upset with my video. So let's just go through these tweets real quick. It's bottom to top, by the way, because bottom is the oldest. So first tweet says, in the very first video of his I ever watched, he says, I better not catch my daughter doing that, when referring to sex work. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Is that like the correct political term for it? My bad, didn't mean to disrespect your profession. You don't control your daughter. You don't own your daughter, you fucking creep. Okay, this seems to be a case where we just discussed this earlier, where people who've never seen my videos watch them and take them very seriously. But Miss Sex Worker President, whoever the fuck you are, I would just like to clarify to you that I don't actually have a daughter, by the way. Just wanted to throw that in there. But anyways, let's continue. Insulting a woman because she plays video games on a certain website. I just censored it. I wasn't sure if I could put it in here or not. Fucking classy, bro. So basically, if we think about it, it seems that she's upset that I don't want my imaginary daughter going on a sex worker website because somehow that makes me a creep. I'm not quite sure. How is that something to even get mad at me about? Like, what? You're mad at me that if I do ever happen to have a daughter one day, I just have higher expectations for her. I just want more for her future than to go on camera and take off her clothes for money. That's somehow a negative for me. Where's the calculator, man? Like, what? This ain't fucking adding up, man. What is this mentality? Why am I in the wrong? I'm in the right. What is going on here? Why am I being attacked? I don't know. Now, as she's like the president of this crew, whenever she got upset about this, because she has to always put a period in front of her tweets to let all of her supporters know what's going on. You know, that's a big deal here. A lot of other fellow workers, I guess we'll call them, got involved in this, alright? Like, this was going around, okay? So, let me just give you a couple examples here. We have this fine woman right here. I'm sure she's a wonderful lady. She said, also, what kind of grown-ass man in his 30s harasses young women on social media? Oh yeah, losers do that. Because obviously I'm 36 years old, so I was harassing someone who tweeted me first, apparently, by tweeting her a picture of her own self that she posted and saying that she looks like the crackhead from Breaking Bad. But regardless of that, apparently I'm harassing people. I apologize to you and your whole worker community for my harassment. Please do not tweet me and you will not be harassed on social media. That seems pretty simple to me. Here we have another example. But anyways, I'm gonna just throw up a couple more tweets on the screen here as we finish this commentary out. I don't want to address all 500 of these. Literally, this one main girl had like 100 tweets, and all of her little friends each had like 10 each. Like, there's too many to look at. I just gave you all a little sample. You know, if I was their boss and I had to give them a grade on their performance in the workplace, like, they're all hovering at around a C, couple F's in there actually. Definitely did not see any A's, you know what I'm saying? No A pluses, that's for sure. So I don't really know if you'd even be interested in seeing this work or whatever, but anyways, the tweets are there regardless regardless. I don't understand why I'm being attacked. So let me just send out this message to the working community that you got over there, because I'm sure somehow you guys are gonna find this video and you're gonna come tweet me again. Please, number one, don't tweet me. This is YouTube. Like, I kind of got to be nice or whatever. But that's Twitter. Twitter don't have no rules like that. You can basically do whatever you want. So it's in your best interest just not to tweet me. Now, second of all, if I have somehow offended your prestigious career and profession of working, I'm very sorry. I didn't realize how intelligent you had to be to do such a career, and you know how great of a career it really is. You know, I truly didn't understand. I definitely respect all of you guys, and if I do have a future daughter one day, I would love for her to go in a future career such as yours, like such a prestigious career, really. So I apologize for anything I must have said to upset you. Please just leave me alone. Thank you, and thank you guys all for watching. I apologize to all the workers out there. All right, I didn't know. Okay, just forgive me for my ignorance of your glorious careers. That's all I'm asking, all right? I'm very sorry. Thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. I wanted to laugh so bad saying all that. Regardless, follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to that channel you guys saw in the beginning. I mean, I don't know. I just randomly, came across it. I don't really know why. Definitely no affiliation to me, but regardless, you guys should check it out. It's pretty cool. Other than that, have a good day and peace out. Technology is truly a beautiful thing, man. Anything is possible these days, and this might be the greatest invention of the 21st century, and we're only in 2017 and it's already over. Nobody is beating this right here. This guy right here, I don't know how to say his name, Ashot Gabrielov or something like that. Anyways, this amazing, beautiful man right here created an app where you can upload an image of a girl. I guess you could use a guy as well, but nobody's fucking doing that, let's be real. But you upload the image of the female into the app and it will remove their makeup for you and show you a side-by-side picture comparison of what she would look like without any makeup on. For example, people have been trying this out on various celebrities. We got Angelina Jolie. God damn, it's like that Angelina. Jesus, can I get a fucking warning first before I take a look at this pic? Oh my god. Next, we got Jennifer Lawrence. Jesus, she looked 59 years old in the after picture. It looks like the first picture was taken in 2017 and the next picture was taken in 2049. And then we got Ariana Grande. I don't even need to say anything. I think you guys get the point. Now, the name of this app is called Make App. If you want to go download it, it's on the iTunes store. This is not a promotion or anything. I'm not getting paid. I just thought this was an amazing app and everyone is very upset about it, so I wanted to talk about it. But I think this would be a great app to use in combination with like Tinder or something, you know what I'm saying? Because you match with this bitch, she looking good. You're like, okay, looking pretty good, got a match. Then you go ahead and slide all of her pictures into this app and then you know what she really looks like and you know if it's worth your time to meet up or not. So I think it could really be a big time saver for a lot of people. But of course, when you have something like this, you already know that people around the world are going to be very triggered by this. So I've gathered a few tweets about this situation that I'd like to share with you guys. I would have liked to have had more, but I think Twitter is censoring this topic. I'm not going to get into the details, but it was very hard to find even these tweets. I don't know how to explain it, but if you know anything about Twitter, you know that that's actually a legit possibility with the direction that Twitter has been heading for the last like 2 to 3 years. It's becoming a safe space for people, I guess you could say. But anyways, let's start with this first tweet right here. This dude said, removing someone's makeup with an app is a violent, misogynistic act. So, for some reason, this guy right here thinks that removing someone's makeup digitally on your phone is somehow an act of violence. You'll notice his tweet only got 8 retweets because there's only 8 other retards out there who would agree with something like this, but there's 153 replies, and it's all people just like roasting his shit for good reason as well, because to consider this app violent is pretty fucking stupid, right? I mean, I would understand if I was going up to a girl and literally wiping the makeup off of her face. Yeah, you're being violent. You are physically harming somebody. I understand that. But this is a fucking app on my iPhone. There's no violence going on here. There is no contact between me and the person. So therefore, there's no fucking violence. You a grown-ass man tweeting some shit out like this, bro. You thought you were gonna get some ass for tweeting this out or what? Like, you thought you could try to get on these females' good side? Hell no. They probably responded to your tweet. They were like, oh, thank you, sir, for providing a real man's perspective. We need more men like you in the world. And you were feeling happy as shit. You're like, yeah, look at all these girls telling me how cool I am. But on the inside, they're laughing at you, bro. They're like, look at this fucking pussy. He would make a good gay friend. Does he use moisturizer? Let me get some tips from him. His skin's looking flawless. That's what they were thinking about you, bro. You ain't getting no ass. Listen here, Ryan. As a representative of the male species, I would like to inform you that we no longer claim you as one of our own, and we would like to pass you on to the transgenders. And after taking a look at your profile pic, I mean, it looks like you're already started on your journey, bro. So I wish you the best of luck in your transgender journey. Hope it all works out for you. Moving on, we got another tweet here. I'm still not over this women without makeup app thing, though. How you hate women so much that you've never knowingly seen barefaced and up close. How you hate women so much that you think you deserve to see a woman's bare face who don't know you like that without her consent. So Brittany here thinks I need to have consent to see an artificially generated image of a woman's face. Are you fucking stupid? Do you know what consent means? That's like saying if I was walking down the street and I saw you, Brittany, and you were on the other side of the street and I just saw you, apparently I don't have consent to look at your fucking face. I can't believe what I'm reading right now. There's no way real people in the world think like this. Like, it's just not adding up. How could your brain function this way? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But then I did some investigation and I took a look at her profile picture, and let's just say it all started to add up. Now, I don't even need to put your fucking picture in the app, Brittany. I can already see that you ugly as shit, alright? No offense. I'm just saying I don't need to put you in the app. So it's all adding up now. I think I understand why you would say something like this, but I don't get why these people are so offended over this app. It's not an act of violence. Your privacy is not being violated. It's a fucking app using pictures that are available on the internet that you probably posted yourself on the internet. It's not like they're sneaking into your house at night while you're sleeping, taking a fucking picture of you or something. It's really not that serious, and even more so than that, the app itself is a little bit inaccurate, I would say. I would say that it actually makes you look a lot worse than you probably do without makeup if you were to take an actual picture. Like, it makes you look pretty fucking bad, as you guys saw in the examples. It makes you look like super old, and it just automatically assumes everyone has terrible skin. Because, for example, if you were to look at an actual picture of Angelina Jolie without makeup on, it does not look anywhere near as bad as what the app tells you it would look like. So I don't even know why these females are getting so upset. I think the only reason you would be upset about this is if you are actually as ugly as the app says that you are, then you're probably gonna be mad. Because now you've been exposed and everyone knows that you're ugly as fuck, but it's not a big deal, man, alright? It's okay to be ugly. Most of us men out here, all of us members of the male species, we're all ugly as fuck, alright? It's not a big deal, and we don't get to use makeup to try to hide our ugliness. We just gotta go out there in the world and be ugly as fuck, you know? It's not a big deal. You'll get over it, okay? It's not the end of the world, trust me, bro. I gotta go out there in the world every day looking ugly as shit, and at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck. So I'm sure you'll be okay. So just all the females out there that are triggered over this, or even the transgender men who are triggered over this, or, you know, any other genders out there that are mad about this, because I don't think any cisgender male pig scumbags are mad over this. So everyone else, let's just calm down a little bit, alright? It's not that serious. It's just a funny little app. And I think most people probably don't look as bad as the app tells you they would look like. So I think what you should do is take their makeup picture, take the app generated picture, and then just know that their actual no makeup picture is probably somewhere in between those two. So just keep that in mind, and I think everyone will be a lot less upset about this. So anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Special thank you as always to all of my Patreon supporters. Links in the description down below. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out. Alright, what's going on, guys? So yesterday I saw on Twitter that Kim Kardashian was trending. Now, let's just say I don't exactly keep up with the Kardashians. I'm not really interested in their day-to-day activities. I don't really give a fuck. But since it was trending, I decided to check it out, see what was going on. And it seems that people are very upset over Kim Kardashian's new Instagram post. Now, I will say, when I saw the picture, I did understand why people were mad. I could see the issue there. Personally, I don't really care that much, and I'm not sure the majority of people really talking about this really care that much either. We kind of live in a society where people really enjoy getting offended over things, even if they don't really care, you know, even if it doesn't really offend them, they really like to complain about it. Even myself, I make a lot of videos on this type of stuff, but there's very few instances where I'm personally offended by something. I just like to talk about it because, you know, I like to make fun of the retarded people. I like to laugh at it or whatever, so I make the videos on it, but very rarely will you find that I'm actually personally upset about something. But here is the picture itself that everyone is upset about. It's your basic Kim K typical Instagram hoe picture, you know. But if you look down at the caption, it says photo creds by North. Now, if you don't know who North is, that is actually Kim and Kanye's 4-year-old daughter. And if you take a second look at the picture, you look a little bit closer, you can actually see her reflection there in the mirror. You can see the little kid standing there taking the picture. So, as you can imagine, people were not very happy about this, starting with Kanye, of course. This was the reaction of Kanye West after seeing his 4-year-old daughter taking a picture of his wife with her titties out for millions of people on Instagram.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
So yeah, that was an exclusive look at Kanye moments after he checked his phone. But yeah, let's talk about this picture, man. So I think I share the same opinion as most people when I see this picture. Number one, it's weird. If you want to post your titties on Instagram, go ahead. You know, no one's stopping you. That's one thing right there, right? You know, you're a grown-ass woman. You're free to do whatever you want to do with your titties, all right? You want to show them to the world, go ahead. But making your daughter take the picture is a bit strange, right? I think I speak for everyone watching this video right now when I say none of our mothers have ever requested that we take a picture of her titties, right? And if for some strange reason your mom did ask you to do that, that's real fucking weird, man. That's not normal at all. But since you already got the picture, I'm gonna have to ask you to go ahead and slide that my way for scientific purposes. You know, you wouldn't want the picture to go to waste, so go ahead and slide me the pic. But it is weird. Anyone denying that is probably weird themselves. This is not a normal request from a mother to a daughter or a mother to a son or a parent to any child. Really, this is not a normal fucking thing to do. But number two, I'm not a parent myself, so maybe I'm not qualified to speak on this situation, but surely this cannot be considered good parenting. I'm not saying that this is child abuse or anything. There actually are a good amount of people out there who are freaking out saying that this is child abuse and they need to take the child away and stuff. Like, I wouldn't go that far. Like, maybe let's tone it down a little bit from there. But this certainly cannot be a good influence for this 4-year-old child. She's already learning these hoe tendencies at the age of 4. That's such a young age. I mean, you're basically guaranteeing that she's gonna grow up to be a whore. You're teaching her to do that, which now that I think about it, that might actually be the goal here. You have to remember, we're talking about Kim Kardashian here, who herself got famous for being a hoe, so I guess she's trying to pass down these lessons on to her daughter, which seems kind of wrong to me. I'm no expert, but that doesn't seem like something you should be teaching your child. You know, you should probably be teaching her, you know, that there's more value to your daughter than, you know, just her titties, you know, or just her fucking ass, as you like to post everywhere on Instagram. Oh, that's just my thoughts on it. You know, you should probably teach her that, you know, her mind is important or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not a fucking expert, but kids are very impressionable at a young age. You know, that's when you're first learning about the world. So you're taking in everything you see around you, and that shapes you into who you're gonna be in the future. And, you know, doing stuff like this, Kim is basically molding her daughter into a future Instagram hoe, which, like I said, I think that might actually be the plan here. I don't think this is an accident, you know, as sad as that is to say. But bottom line, it just comes down to this. Nobody cares if you want to post your titties on the gram, alright, or on Twitter. Go ahead, you know, post them on Pornhub. We all seen that one. I mean, I'm all for that. I even tweeted her, you know, just recently. You know, Kim posted a picture of herself on Twitter with her titties out, and she kind of blurred them a little bit, and I said, you know, why'd you blur it as if we ain't already seen your entire asshole? And I do want to add on, that's my censorship on the picture, by the way, because I don't think her level of censorship is appropriate for YouTube. But the point is, nobody's mad about the picture itself. I even requested that she stop censoring her pictures so I can get a good look. The problem here is the person who is taking the picture, not the picture itself. But yeah, that's all I kind of have to say about that aspect of it. Now, moving away from Kim K's awful parenting skills, I do want to point out a little bit of a double standard that I noticed with this picture. Let's just say we switch the role of Kim Kardashian with Kanye, or just a man in general, right? Let's say we have a man who asked his 4-year-old daughter, or it could be a 4-year-old son, you know, we can switch both genders if we want, it doesn't really matter. Either way, let's just say a man whipped out his fucking nutsack, cupped his balls in his hand, so, you know, they weren't directly out, but, you know, he was kind of hiding them with his hand, as she's doing with their titties in this picture, and then he asked his 4-year-old child to stand behind him and take a picture of that so he could post it on the internet. What do you guys think the reaction would have been? I think he'd probably be in jail right now, for sure, arrested, people would have already come up with a million stories about how he's a pedophile and shit. It would have been a totally different reaction than what Kim K got. Even myself, I'm a bit guilty of this, you know, as well, because I would certainly be making a different video if I saw a man posting his fucking ball sack with his 4-year-old kid. So, you know, I guess even I fall under this. But that's because society has brainwashed us, man. Society lets these females live on recruit difficulty. Meanwhile, all of us men out here on the struggle. I can't even post a pic of my balls with my 4-year-old kid, man. Like, what the fuck? What if I want to post a pic of my nuts? It's not allowed, because I'm on veteran and Kim K is living on recruit. Kim K might be living past recruit. There's nobody even spawned in. You know, most females are playing against recruit bots, but there's no bots at all in Kim K's life. That's how she has it out here. But I already know what the number one counterpoint to this is. You know, it always gets said every time this debate comes up. The females always say the same thing. They say, like, how dare you compare your disgusting balls to our beautiful breast. The main function of a breast is to provide nourishment for a child. You are the disgusting pig here for sexualizing this breast. Your genitals, your balls, and your penis are a sexual reproductive organ. These are two completely different things. You cannot compare them. Listen, bitch. Don't try me, alright? Don't try to get all smart up in here with me. You know what you're saying. You know what you're trying to do, alright? Don't try to come at me with that. You ever been on Pornhub before? You ever made a little journey on the hub? They got all sorts of categories for titties on there. You could get the big ones, you can get the small ones, the fake ones, the real ones, all sorts of shit on there, bro. Whatever you want to see, they got it on there, alright? So don't try to pretend like they are not sexualized in the same way, alright? That's like saying you can't sexualize an ass because the main purpose of your ass is to be a cushion for your pelvis when you're sitting down, right? That's what your ass is for. It's not for posting ass pics on Instagram. Yet, guess what? You still posting these ass pics on Instagram, so what's up with that? The ass is not supposed to be sexualized either, so what you doing, right? So don't try none of that, alright? That's just not gonna fly over here, alright? Don't try to justify this behavior. I just wanted to point out the simple fact that we have a strong double standard here, and I just feel that it's unfair, man, that men in society really have to go through such a struggle. Like, it's just unfortunate. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. That's kind of my general thoughts on it. As I said, I'm not really too invested into this. I'm not really outraged or anything. I'll probably forget about this in like 2 days, but I did want to bring up some points for the video. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree, disagree? Has your mom ever asked you to take a picture like this? Because I'm betting that the answer is no. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out. Alright, what's going on, guys? I think as far as this whole gender revolution thing goes, this has got to be the most stupid and pointless one that I've seen yet. Society has now gotten to the point where we are assigning a fucking gender to a bag of chips. Like, come on, man. Like, we're just running out of shit to complain about at this point. This doesn't even make any sense. At least with some of these things, even though I think they're pretty stupid, at least they make sense. At least they're logical. Like, for example, recently, they made the Canadian national anthem gender neutral. They changed the phrase in all thy sons command to in all of us command. So they wanted to replace the word sons with us so that it can include all the different genders. You know, we got the females and the other 462 genders out there. So now all of them can feel included. Now, personally, I think this is kind of stupid because honestly, who really cares about this type of shit? I'm not Canadian, so obviously this doesn't really affect me, but let's say they wanted to change the national anthem in America, right? Let's say in there it said something about women instead of saying people or everyone or whatever, right? It was only talking about females. I really wouldn't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care. That type of shit just doesn't concern me. I got real things to be worried about, but at least it makes sense. At least it does have something to do with gender, and I see where you're coming from, even though I think it's stupid. But in this situation, we're talking about a fucking flavored tortilla chip, man. Gender has no place in this discussion, but yet here we are in 2018 talking about making a fucking chip designed for females to eat. Like, it's looking like 2018 might just be the worst year yet. We're only in February and they're already starting with some wild shit. So let's go ahead and hear the reasoning behind this, because believe it or not, they actually do have some reasons to justify this garbage. So let's go ahead and check it out. In an interview with Freakonomics, PepsiCo CEO Indra Nooyi, commented on the ways that consumer insights about gender differences are driving product development in the world of Doritos. Women, Nooyi suggested, don't like to crunch too loudly in public, and they don't lick their fingers generously, and they don't like to pour the little broken pieces and the flavor into their mouth. Alright, man, that's like the best fucking part. When you're done with the bag and you got all the little crumbs at the bottom just packed with all that flavor, you telling me you not eating that? Come on, man, quit fucking lying. Don't sit here and lie to me. The company's answer: the brand has been working on developing chips that are low crunch sorry, I can't even say that without laughing, with the same taste profile, but with less of the flavor sticking to fingers. And how can you put it in a purse? Nooyi mused. Apparently, the current chip bags aren't cutting it for the handbag wielders of the world. Because, she said, women love to carry a snack in their purse. Hey, how about you get a new fucking purse? Or how about you put a different fucking snack in there? I know that's real hard. Or no, let's just come up with female Doritos instead. Alright, so let's go ahead and break this down a little bit. Number one, I do want to say, the reason this statement is coming from the CEO of Pepsi is because Pepsi owns Frito-Lay, which is the company that makes Doritos. So what she's saying actually holds quite a bit of weight. She's pretty important to this whole thing, right? So if we get into the details here, basically, it seems that the purpose of these female Doritos is to create a much quieter chip that doesn't crunch so loudly, and also they don't want it to leave a lot of the dust on your fingers. And this is wrong for a variety of reasons. Disregarding the fact that I'm discussing the fucking gender of a chip, I will actually respond to what she said seriously, I guess, even though I don't think I need to. But number one, this is an extreme generalization of both men and women. She's assuming that all women around the world hate these loud chips, and they don't want to lick their fingers after eating the chips, and they don't want to eat the fucking crumbs at the bottom of the bag. And that's simply not true. I'm sure there are some women out there that are like that, but I bet honestly the majority of women don't really give a fuck how loud their chip is. Don't really give a fuck if you get something on your finger, you just lick it off. I just don't think too many people care about that. So it's kind of weird to just generalize all women together like that. But at the same time, it's also a generalization of men, because she's assuming that all men do like to do these things, which I'm sure there are some men who are worried about fucking dust on their fingers, and I'm sure there are some men that are worried about how crunchy their fucking chip is, which I'd like to just speak on behalf of all men when I say quit being a fucking pussy, alright? But regardless, that does apply to men as well. So it doesn't really make sense to create a chip designed only for women when men can have these same issues as well. It doesn't really make any sense. But more so than that, number two, the more important reason here, we're talking about a fucking tortilla chip, man. Gender is not involved in this discussion. There is no debate about fucking gender here, man. We're not about to start assigning genders to specific types of food. I'm not accepting that. Listen, I've been fairly accepting of all of this gender stuff that's been happening when at least when it applies to people. I don't recognize the 642 different genders out there in the world, but whatever, man. If you want to be something, go ahead. I'm not trying to stop you, but I am gonna stop you from putting a gender on my fucking bag of chips. It's crazy that these feminists sit here, cry about all this shit. They're so mad that they're never taken seriously about stuff. But when you come up with dumbass ideas like this, obviously nobody is going to take you seriously, even when you do have a legitimate concern, because all people are going to think about is that you tried to fucking put gender on Doritos. But I have some good news. Thankfully, for once, people actually use their brains on this one. Surprisingly, women all over the world completely rejected this idea. I'm sure there was some people that did support it, of course, but from what I saw on social media and stuff, the overwhelming majority of women completely hated this idea. They thought it was stupid, which was actually kind of surprising to me. I was totally expecting this to get a lot of support because that's just kind of what you expect in 2018. After everything I've seen for the last couple of years, I was totally expecting them to be down for this, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that they were completely destroying this idea. And actually, it received so much negative backlash on social media that Doritos themselves actually had to put out a statement about it. We already have Doritos for women. They're called Doritos, and they're loved by millions. So yeah, for once, one of these stupid ass ideas actually got canceled. I really like the response from Doritos because it's perfect, right? Like, we already have Doritos for women, regular fucking Doritos, because we don't need to be putting a gender on a bag of chips. Simple as that. So I think that was a perfect response by them. This was just the Pepsi CEO coming up with some fucking idea that she thought was good. I mean, I guess she's a feminist or something. But thankfully, the rest of the company talked some sense into her and was like, yeah, let's maybe not do this, all right? This is a little too much. So for once, one of these retarded ass ideas actually did not come true. So I'm not sure if we should be really excited about that. Like, is that a sign of change? Is that a sign of positive things to come in the future? Or is it just because this was honestly one of the worst ideas I've ever seen when it comes to all of this gender stuff? So I don't know if we should really look at this as such a positive experience, because I think this was more so a one-time thing. I don't think people are just going to automatically start changing back to being normal. I think this was just so fucking stupid that even the fucking crazy people had to reject it. But it's good that everyone from all aspects of society, from all 497 genders, everyone could all come together and shit on this idea together. That was great. That gives me a little bit of hope. I am happy to see that, but I wouldn't count on it happening too often, but it is still nice to see on occasion. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll have to see what they come up with next time. I'm sure they'll try to put gender on something else retarded. You know, they ran out of genders to give to people, so now we're giving genders to inanimate objects, because that makes fucking sense. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out. Alright, what's going on, guys? I want to get this intro done really quick because the video is already pretty long and I don't want to make this a super long video. So what we are going to be doing today is taking a feminism test. BuzzFeed uploaded a video a couple weeks ago titled "How much of a feminist are you?" And in the video you basically just go through like this little survey and take a test, and at the end it will give you results and it will tell you how much of a feminist you are. So I figured it would be funny to actually take this test and find out how much of a feminist I truly am. So I figured what we could do is I'm going to take the test, but I will also link it in the description down below. And if you would like to take the test as well along with me, or after you see me take it or whatever, you are welcome to do so as well. And then you can share your results in the comments section. We can see how much of a feminist everyone is on this channel, alright? That's going to be kind of interesting to see, right? I figure that most people will probably be around the same range that I am, judging from the responses that I get on my videos and the type of videos that I upload. So if you enjoy those type of videos, you're probably kind of like-minded to myself. So I feel like we're all going to be in a similar range. But anyways, enough talking. This video is already really long, so let's go ahead and get right to the test. Alright, so here we are on the website. As you can see, how much of a feminist are you? Find out just how woke you really... Did they really use that? Oh my Jesus Christ. Wait, what the... 15 threesome horror stories that'll make you want... This sounds like a Call of Duty video title. Is that 4 dudes? What the hell? We need to get the fuck off that. What the hell is going on? Alright, so here's the video where we don't need to watch the video. So these are the questions. I believe there are 50 if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's 50. We can get these done quickly though. They're not going to take too long. So I think all you have to do really is check all that apply. So it's not like a multiple choice or nothing. You just check the box if you agree to that, I guess. So let's go ahead and start reading these. So I would be willing to give up some of my salary if I had to, so that equal pay in my workplace could be a reality. No, I don't think so, man. I'm all for equal pay, but you ain't taking the money from me, fam. You know what I'm saying? Go take it from fucking Jarl over there or something. All right, go take some of his money. You ain't taking mine, but equal pay is cool though. Just not, you're not taking my shit. That's all I'm saying. I believe that men and women should be equal. Yeah, that's fine, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I can't help but be bothered when a song includes misogynistic lyrics, even when I otherwise like the song. Now, I can't say I've ever been bothered by that. Sorry. I know who Bell Hooks is. I have no fucking idea who that is. Do you guys know who that is? Bell Hooks? I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever heard of that, but it's probably like some famous feminist or something. I don't know. Anyways, I can define intersectional feminism. I've heard that term a lot. I don't know if I'd be able to define it, though. It's some sort of feminism, something. I don't know. I don't think I can define that. I've heard it a bunch, though. I just don't think I can define it. I don't use the phrase, "hey guys," when referring to a group of people that includes men and women. Hold on, man. I actually do that, but do people actually get offended by that? I've never like said, "hey guys," and then had one of the girls be like, "whoa, don't say hey guys, okay? That's messed up." I'm not I've never had that happen in real life. Do people actually care about that? I don't know. I didn't realize that was something offensive, but I definitely do that, and I think pretty much everyone does. Do you not? I don't know. Who doesn't do that is the question. What the fuck? I have taken a women's and or gender studies class. No, cannot say that. All right, hold up. We've only checked 1 out of 7, so I don't think I'm much of a feminist, but we'll see. You know, we're about 1/5 of the way there. So, number 8, I think it's important to encourage girls to pursue science and math as a career. Sure. Do they not or something? Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, they kind of don't, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. I don't know. Who fucking cares? Like, do whatever you want to do, right? I don't know why you need to encourage them to do something they don't want to do, right? Like, just let them pick whatever the fuck they want. I don't know. Who cares? Women should be allowed to apply for a job if they fulfill 60% of the job requirements. Okay, hold on. I'm confused about this one because I don't think anyone should be allowed to, well, I mean, I guess you could apply, but if you only fulfill 60% of the requirements to have the job, you're not gonna get the fucking job. Like, first of all, who's stopping you from applying? I don't understand. Are they literally like saying no women allowed to apply here? Like, I don't get that. I'm pretty sure you can apply. If you only fulfill 60% of the requirements, you're not gonna get the job, but no one's stopping you from applying. So I guess we'll check it, but I wasn't aware that women were stopped from applying. Who's stopping you? Like, what? No, first of all, it's not even a women or a man thing. Anybody who doesn't meet the requirements for a job shouldn't have the job. Is that not common sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm just too stupid to understand this, I guess. I don't know. Number 10. I think we should change women's bathroom symbols to not include traditionally feminine clothing, skirts, dresses, etc. Does anyone fucking care about that? I'm sorry. How else, like, if there was okay, let's say there was a women's bathroom and a men's bathroom. Sometimes they don't say men's or women's. It's just like the symbol, right? So what is the women's symbol going to be? Is it going to look just like the man's symbol? Because dudes might get confused, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to accidentally walk in the fucking women's bathroom, you know what I mean? So I think you kind of need the symbols there if they don't actually have the words, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem like is someone upset about that? Like, who's upset about that? I don't know. Anyways, I believe trans people should be able to use whichever bathroom they identify with. I can't agree to that, man. Sorry to all the trans people, but that some problems come up when you start doing that, you know. I don't know. Hey, you know, I think in some places you can actually do that, but I don't think I've ever even seen that happen to me. It probably happens more often like the other way, like dudes be going into the girls' bathroom because they identify as a girl or whatever. I don't think I've ever seen a girl come into the men's bathroom and say, yeah, I'm a man, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I didn't notice. Maybe it does happen. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that, though. So, but I don't really care about that either. I believe it's important to encourage women to negotiate. What's the context on this? Can I get some context, man? What the fuck is it? Sure. Yes, women can negotiate, I guess. What are they referring to? With what? I believe Jennifer Lawrence should earn as much as her male co-stars. Does she not? I was not aware that she didn't. Yeah, sure. I figured, hold on, for the Hunger Games, I figured she would earn more than everyone else because she had the main role, right? What the fuck? Isn't it like the person who does the most work, who has the major role, gets the most money for the film? That's how I thought it worked. Okay, if that's not how it works, I guess so. I figured she already did, but apparently she doesn't. So yes, we shall bless Jennifer Lawrence with some money, alright? I agree. I do not think a movie should be released unless it passes the Bechdel test. I don't know what the fuck that is, so let's just skip that one. I don't care. Release whatever movies you want. I'm not concerned about the Bechdel test. It's probably something stupid. I don't know. I believe all genders are entitled to the same social and political rights. Yeah, it's not even a gender thing. Everyone should be entitled to the same rights. What the fuck? What rights do you not have, though? Like, I don't know, but yes, if there are some rights that you're missing, yes, let's go ahead and give you all the rights, I guess. I don't know what you're missing, but you can go ahead and have that. I can explain why 78 cents to the dollar is not a fully accurate description of the gender wage gap. I have literally no knowledge of the wage gap. So no, I never bothered looking that up, so I cannot explain that. I believe that women who possess certain types of privilege are responsible for advocating for women who don't have their level of privilege. No, I don't even, what does this even mean? Can you clarify which women these are that don't have privilege and which do? Can we get some clarification here? Because I don't want to interpret that wrong, but I don't think so. Well, maybe, I don't know. If I had a daughter, I would encourage her to be anything she wanted. No, we can't. I would say like 99% of things, yes. Do whatever the fuck you want, but there's like, if you're trying to be a stripper or a porn star or something, I'm gonna have to say no. You know, I'm saying no. I cannot encourage that. Sorry, that's not even a gender thing. Well, I guess it kind of is. If I if I had a son and he wanted to be a porn star, I mean, I guess I'd be like, hey, good shit, bro. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, that is a gender thing. But, I mean, it's not like, I don't think I'm thinking of it in the way they are. They're saying, like, oh, a woman can't be president or something. Like, that's how they're saying it, I think. Which, I mean, I don't care. Who fucking cares? Does anyone actually care? I don't know. Anyways. But I just don't want her to be, like, a fucking porn star or something. Then I have a problem. So, no, can't check that one. I would make it clear to my daughter from an early age that her identity should never be defined by her relationship status. I don't know what that means, so I would not be able to make that clear to her because I don't even know what you're saying, to be honest. So I believe it's important to compliment a woman's intelligence over her looks. No. Why does one... Well, first of all, why does one have to be over the other? Why can't you just, why can't you just say both on the circumstances that, you know, she actually is smart and hot? Like, why can't, I don't know. Anyways, no, we're not picking one over the other, but I believe that a woman has the right to choose what happens to her body. Yeah, sure. And, I mean, so do I, right? Like, everyone, that's not even a gender, half these aren't even gender things. Like, anyone should, be able to do whatever they want to their own body, right? I don't know. Who fucking cares? It's their shit. In an instance of sexual assault against a female, I am inclined to believe the assaulted person is telling the truth. Kind of. But, you know, some of these bitches be crazy, man. They be making some shit up. So, I don't know if you can automatically just assume that they're telling the truth. But I think the odds, like, for the most part, the percentages that is, like, most of the time they are telling the truth, I believe. I don't know. I haven't looked up these percentages, but I won't say I'm just going to automatically believe whoever, you know what I'm saying? And even if that was against a male, too, it's not even a gender thing. It's like you can't believe what people say without proof. That's not even a fucking gender thing either. I can explain... No. Marlene? Don't know who you are, Marlene, so... I know what a bad feminist is. Actually, I think I do. Well, I'm going to make my own definition here. And that's the crazy ones that just be saying some crazy shit like, what was that one crazy story? I think it was fake, but there was like a story. It was like, this man saved me from drowning, but he touched me, so it's rape or something like that. There was some crazy story like that. I think it was fake, but I think that's what they mean by bad feminists. I don't know. Maybe I don't have it right, but that's my definition. So I believe that women should be able to dress however they want without it dictating how they are treated by society. Yeah, right? I mean, I don't know if I'm thinking about that the right way, but I think so. Dude, wear whatever the fuck you want, you know? But at the same time, if you're gonna wear something wild, you know, you can't expect people not to comment on it, you know what I mean? But you're welcome to wear whatever the fuck you want. I have never said that a woman asked for it. I don't think I've ever said that. But in what context do they mean? Like, do they mean, like, fucking punching her in the face or something? Like, I don't know what they mean, but I don't think I've ever said that. And that's just, I don't even think I've said a man ass. That's just not in my vocabulary. That's not even a gender thing. I don't even say that. I'm offended by catcalling. No. Who even, do people actually does that happen in real life? Do people just whistle at a girl? Like, do people really do? I thought that shit was just like on TV, or I can't imagine just seeing a girl and like whistling at. Come on, man. People can't be doing that for real. I don't think women should get VIP treatment at nightclubs and bars just for being women. Yeah, see, this is good. See, this is some equality here. All this shit was like being preferential towards women, and now like they're like taking away some of their shit. So I guess that's good, you know, equality. Well, at the same time, now that I think about it, you don't want to go to a fucking club and it just be a sausage fest. Like, the way they do it now is like they don't let dudes in so that there's a abundance of females inside. You know what I mean? You don't want it to go in and just have hella dudes up in there. I might have to uncheck that. Go ahead and keep giving them. Well, hold on. Is that what they mean by VIP treatment? If that's what they mean, I think we might have to continue that. If they're talking about other shit, then I have to. I don't know what they're talking about, but you know, we'll see. I think police brutality and its correlation with race is a feminist issue. Definitely not. I think we should stop promoting models as the ideal. Nope. Well, they have like what are they called now? The what's the name? Plus size models. Don't they have those now? They put that bitch on Sports Illustrated. Like, what type of models are they talking about? Are they talking about the fucking 90-pound ones that are just tiny, or the plus size? Like, what are we talking about here? We need some clarification on this, all right? I think we should stop Photoshop. Yes! Please stop. Thank you. I like this one a lot. Just take away all the fucking filters, all the Photoshop, all that shit. Take it all away. That's what we need to do. I have never called a woman bossy. I don't think I have. I've never called anyone fucking bossy. Who says that? That's not in my vocabulary either. I don't go around calling people bossy. So that's not even a gender thing for me. I think companies should offer more child-friendly time and programs to women who are having children. I don't know what that means, but sure. I think it just means like time off, right? Like you get vacation time whenever you have a kid or whatever, right? I think that's good, right? Like I'm thinking about the kid here. Like it needs to be with its mother, you know, like a kid when he's first born or whatever. So I mean, I don't see a problem with that, right? That seems beneficial for the child, does it not? I don't know. Anyways, I believe that a woman should be offered the same opportunities for promotion as her male coworkers. Are they not? Am I missing something here? I figured they were, but sure. I mean, it's not even a gender thing, though. Once again, like, whoever, you know, did the work and, you know, worked hard enough to earn the promotion should be offered the promotion. That's not a fucking gender thing. Like, the woman, man, whoever fucking worked hard, give them the promotion. I don't get what's so complicated about that. I don't know. Anyways, I believe that if a woman wants to pay... Oh, yes! Can I double check that? Oh, man. Tired. There's so many. I'm about to get mad. Let me just settle down. There's so many of these entitled fucking females out there who literally will refuse to pay. They won't pay. They'll say, "Oh, if I gotta pay, it's over." You know what I mean? So yes, let's go ahead and check that shit. Get rid of these fucking entitled fucking nice ladies out there. You know, don't want to be too mean in this video, but we need to get rid of that entitlement. I believe that women should have yes, that's another. Yeah, good shit. Yeah, go ahead and, you know, just give that shit to them for free, fam. You know what I'm saying? Line them all up. Just get them on that shit early. You know. Whoa, okay, hold on. Let me take that back. That did not come out how I wanted it to come out. Don't read into that. I mean, I'm just saying, like, yes, you know, you should just give that shit to them for free. You know what I'm saying? But definitely check that one. Let's move on. I believe that in a relationship, the domestic duties should be shared. What does that mean? Like cleaning the house and shit? I can't say I want to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, nah. So that probably sounds bad, but nah, man, I ain't trying to be cleaning and shit. Sorry. You know, I'll do some cooking though. You know, I fuck with some cooking, but like cleaning and shit, I don't think so. I think that a couple should have equal responsibility over the aesthetic and we just discussed this. What you should, but I'm not going to. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, it probably makes sense to have equal responsibility. That doesn't mean that I'm about to be doing it. I'm just saying. So, yeah. I believe that men should be encouraged to be involved and make choices in the wedding planning process. Yeah, right? Like, I mean, you know, you should at least, you know, say something. You know, I'm not going to be that serious about it. Like, I don't know how much I fucking care, but, you know, you should be able to, you know, have your opinion in there for sure. You know, it is half your wedding, right? So, you know, you should have your opinion in there. I believe that men and women have the same emotional strength. Definitely not. That's a no. You know, y'all females be crying too much. Any little thing happens, you start crying. You can't be doing that. You gotta relax. I do not think that it is the responsibility of a man to protect a woman physically. I need some context on this, cause I'm kind of like, no, not really, but at the same time, yeah. Like if you're at like a bar and some drunk ass dude comes like disrespecting your girl or so, you know, then you gotta step up. You know, you can't be a little pussy or something. But at the same time, like, what's the context on this? Because like sometimes yeah, sometimes no. You know what I mean? I believe that men and women should be equally encouraged to express their emotions. Okay, I mean, I guess it doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. Once again, I guess I can believe that, but don't mean I'm gonna be fucking doing it. But you know, someone else could go do that if they want. I guess. I have never asked a woman why she does not have children. I don't think I've never. Well, most of the fucking girls I'm talking to, they're not 40 years old. You know, it's actually pretty normal that most of them don't have children. So I would never fucking ask them that. But I feel like this question is more geared towards like a fucking 40-year-old man going around asking old ladies why they don't have kids or something. I don't know. Anyways, I would be equally excited to have a son. No, I'm sorry. This might sound. feminist I truly am. So I figured what we could do is I'm going to take the test, but I will also link it in the description down below. And if you would like to take the test as well along with me, or after you see me take it or whatever, you are welcome to do so as well. And then you can share your results in the comments section. We can see how much of a feminist everyone is on this channel, alright? That's going to be kind of interesting to see, right? I figure that most people will probably be around the same range that I am, judging from the responses that I get on my videos and the type of videos that I upload. So if you enjoy those type of videos, you're probably kind of like-minded to myself. So I feel like we're all going to be in a similar range. But anyways, enough talking. This video is already really long, so let's go ahead and get right to the test. Alright, so here we are on the website. As you can see, how much of a feminist are you? Find out just how woke you really... Did they really use that? Oh my Jesus Christ. Wait, what the... 15 threesome horror stories that'll make you want... This sounds like a Call of Duty video title. Is that 4 dudes? What the hell? We need to get the fuck off that. What the hell is going on? Alright, so here's the video where we don't need to watch the video. So these are the questions. I believe there are 50 if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's 50. We can get these done quickly though. They're not going to take too long. So I think all you have to do really is check all that applies. So it's not like a multiple choice or nothing. You just check the box if you agree to that, I guess. So let's go ahead and start reading these. So I would be willing to give up some of my salary if I had to, so that equal pay in my workplace could be a reality. No, I don't think so, man. I'm all for equal pay, but you ain't taking the money from me, fam. You know what I'm saying? Go take it from fucking Jarl over there or something, alright? Go take some of his money. You ain't taking mine, but equal pay is cool, though. Just not, you're not taking my shit, that's all I'm saying. I believe that men and women should be equal. Yeah, that's fine, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I can't help but be bothered when a song includes misogynistic lyrics, even when I otherwise like the song. Now, I can't say I've ever been bothered by that, sorry. I know who Bell Hooks is. I have no fucking idea who that is. Do you guys know who that is? Bell Hooks? I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever heard of that, but it's probably like some famous feminist or something. I don't know. Anyways, I can define intersectional feminism.